If you need some very simple, very easy ideas for meals and snacks, I'm gonna show you how simple I've made it today with some really delicious on-plan options that did not take very much time at all. Here's what I was eating today. For lunch, I used one of these Orgain chocolate shakes. This is the only kind I know of that works on plan. If you read the ingredients, it's basically fruits, veggies like kale, and monk fruit, and pea protein, cocoa, sunflower oil, sunflower lecithin, pretty normal stuff. So this I try to keep it to an E setting just because it has some E fruits in here, like bananas and blueberries and apples. So I technically like to keep this to an E. This is what I had for lunch. And then I had one of these, is it Lundberg organic brown jasmine rice packets. I only measured out the 2/3 of a cup serving size. The only ingredients in this are organic brown jasmine rice and water. I try not to eat out of a lot of plastic, but this was really a lifesaver today. So I do stock up on these to have just on occasion. I added just the tiniest smear of butter and salt to it so I could get those E carbs in with my protein. And I had a cup of coffee that I could have added collagen to instead of just having the protein with this. So that was my lunch. And then I am going to have probably an orange. Have you ever had the Sumo Citrus Oranges before? I love those so much. They're only in season January through April. They're really expensive, so they're the treat that I use on my E days of a fuel cycle just to kind of break up the monotony and get a really delicious treat in there. For dinner, I had found some salmon that was kind of low in fat, so I have potatoes going in the crock pot right now. I thought salmon and potatoes with a salad on the side would be a great way to go. I'm going to make an FP salad dressing to go with it. I'm not sure which one yet, but this is one of my favorite ways for quick and easy potatoes. So I have white potatoes for the family and some sweet potatoes and yellow potatoes. I wrap each potato here. I'm just gonna walk backwards and show you what it looks like. I wrap each potato in foil. And I know some people don't like to use foil. I really typically do not use foil directly in contact with my food. It's just a preference. But in this case, I do it every once in a blue moon. So I've got foil wrapped potatoes, just poked with a fork or with a knife. I put oil and salt on everyone else's potatoes, but since I'm keeping mine in an E setting and I'm having the leaner salmon with it, I'm going to just put, or I did just put mine in foil with some salt, no oil, and everybody else has theirs with oil. So theirs will technically be crossovers, plus they'll add toppings to it. I'm not going to really do much with mine. I might have a little sprinkle of MCT oil and salt and nutritional yeast. That's how I really like to have potatoes anyway. So I've got potatoes in the crock pot. I put them on high right after lunch so they'll cook for about 4 hours, sometimes up to 5, to get them really good and steamy and nice and soft on the inside and crispy on the outside. But another way to do it is to put them in all day and get them in like 7 to 8 hours on low, and you get the same effect. So that's what I'm doing for my E day. Another quick tip that I have, if you have not ever done this, I highly recommend it. I like to get mango from Costco or Sam's Club, and I portion just a small handful into Ziploc baggies, freezer bags, and put them in my freezer. And then I can grab a bag of mango. It's a great snack. They're all ripe and delicious. Of course, you get an odd piece here and there that's not ripe and delicious, but for the most part, they're ripe and delicious. And I'll just pull one of those out and set it on the counter to thaw a little bit. They're absolutely amazing. I especially love doing that in the summer, and my kids love it too. Those bags of mango are just so good. But portioning it out ahead of time, make sure I don't overeat. It becomes a grab and go snack because it just needs to sit out for a minute, and it's perfect to add to smoothies too. So that's another quick and easy snack. You do want to have protein with that as well. I hope you're all having a great day, and I will talk to you soon.